All right, lads and lasses. So, of course, England take on Ghana tonight in the World Cup second group game. And if we win this game against Ghana tonight, then we will progress through to the knockout stages of the World Cup early, of course, before we even have to take on Panama in the third group game. But Ghana are coming into this one on the back of a 1-0 win. We're coming into this one on the back of a 4-2 beating of course, Croatia. And I've got to say, if you see my reaction, we did really good in the second half of that game. The first half of the game wasn't all that great, to be honest. So credit to Tuchel in the half-time talk that he did, because it got the England players firing on all cylinders in that second half. And of course, seeing we'll come out with a much bigger performance in the game. But like I said, in the reaction for that one, if Anthony Gordon starts in this game against Ghana, then hopefully we'll see, Gordon getting a lot more service down that left flank, because in the game against Croatia, he wasn't getting the service that he deserves down that left flank. He really wasn't getting as many balls down there in the chance, to be able to attack that left side of the Croatian defence. And if he does play from the off in this one like he did against Croatia, then hopefully this time around we'll see, Anthony Gordon getting a lot more service down that left flank, because it was just absolutely disgusting the way that, the England players ignored Gordon down that side. And then as soon as Marcus Rashford came on, you started seeing the service going down that left flank. And I don't know what is going on with that. I really don't. Is something maybe's more to that? Has there maybe's been some talks behind the scenes? Marcus Rashford, spreading some stuff behind the scenes, or is it something else? But at the end of the day, it should be about England. It should be about, the country as a whole. We are there, as a team to go as far as we can in the competition, possibly win the World Cup as well. And we don't want to be seeing that tribal stuff happening like we're seeing, under the so-called golden generation period, as, Steven Gerrard said himself, when he was in the England setup, that there was a lot of tribalism between players, sticking to the cliques, keeping to their clubs and sticking together with each other from each other's team, and not playing as a cohesive unit. And that is something that we don't need to be seeing. And thankfully, we are sort of, apart from, that incident in the Croatia game where Gordon wasn't getting the ball down the left flank enough past to him, we are seeing Tuchel, trying to get that cohesive unit with the England side as well. And hopefully it continues in this competition and in this World Cup going forward. But I mean, looking at this Ghana side, they've got quite a few players from the Premier League in there, most notably, of course, Antoine Semenyo, who was at Bournemouth last season, then moved to, of course, Man City, played really well last season in the Premier League. And, of course, that's a player that we're going to have to keep an eye on in this game, because he does have that pace, he does have that ability to get in behind the lines. And when you look at our defence, we've got the likes of O'Reilly there, we've got the likes of Dan Burn, then we've got the likes of Ponza and, Reece James in there as well. So we need to be being very careful with somebody like Antoine Semenyo, because he can get in behind the lines, he can get in there quick, especially if they play the ball over the top, which I'm guessing they will try and do. But looking at what they played like against Panama, it took them a very long time to get a goal against Panama. And Panama are, not to be disrespectful, of course, Panama are not England, at the end of the day. We are one of the biggest teams in the World Cup. We're fourth ranked in the FIFA rankings, and Ghana have had trouble taking on teams, that are ranked within that area of the FIFA rankings. But they're going to be without their goalkeeper, Lawrence Etse Zagi, I believe it's pronounced. Sorry if I might have butchered the name there. But they're going to be without him. We could possibly be without Declan Rice, but we'll have to see when the team sheet comes out tonight for the game. But I mean, it took Ghana a very long time to score their goal in the game against Panama. So if we can, keep the pressure on them, and we can do what we did against Croatia, then I think, we'll be coming away from this one with the win in the bag, and we will be, of course, progressing ourselves through to the knockouts of the World Cup very early before we even have to play that game against Panama in the third group game. But let us know your thoughts, down in the comments below. Let us know your score predictions as well down in the comments below. And who do you think is going to be the standout player in this game? Who do you think is going to be the player that will be getting us the winner in the game tonight against Ghana? I think Harry Kane again is going to be stepping up. He's been putting in some good performances, and he went and put in a really good performance, of course, in that game against Croatia, first group game. And let's hope, his goal scoring boots can continue for us in this competition, and we can go as far as possible in the competition, hopefully even winning the World Cup as well for the first time in 60 years would be absolutely amazing. Let us know your thoughts anyway down in the comments below. Until next time, Away England!